Oh, for 20 years, this scuba diver visits the same area. So the seals, including this guy right here, who's appearing to kind of go in for a handshake and a hug, have really gotten used to seeing him there. And even though this is precious video, the diver does remind us that seals have very sharp teeth. They're also very strong. So this isn't for everyone. We'll leave it to the professionals, right, Rob?
Yes. Look at those teeth.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's real. Look at that.
Oh, he got a hold of his hand there. Look at that. Okay.
But see, what's fascinating is that must mean that, and you see this in other animals, other videos too, they do have some kind of emotional memory.
Yeah.
You know, that guy goes there all the time and says, "Oh, that's my dude."
Yeah.
And let me go over and nuzzle him. You know, and
Right.
you're like, okay. So wow.
That's cool. That video was beautiful too. You know, however, he shot that, or maybe another diver shot it for
Colors and
them.
the
That was
clarity.
cool seeing them up so close.
Thanks for hanging with us. We're going to start, as we always like to do here, with stories from the very top of our feed on this Monday. Here we go. And a new movie, which just debuted at Sundance, and it got our attention because it focuses on one of the good guys that so many of us feel like we have grown up with.
What did it mean to be still?
I wouldn't know I was ever still.
Oh, the story of Michael J. Fox's career and his battle with Parkinson's is called Still. In the movie, he says after being diagnosed at age 29, he turned to pills and alcohol to try to help him escape. Well, Fox is now 61 years old. He has 30 years of sobriety. Congrats to him on that. And he credits his wife and his kids with inspiring him to take those first steps. Still streams on Apple TV Plus starting in May.
And listen, if you're of a certain age, you know, you'll never forget Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties.
Oh my gosh,
many
yes.
moons ago. That's when he shot to stardom. He was brilliant on that show. Then you had all the big hits, particularly of the Back to the Future series and all that.
McFly.
And there's just something about him that's always seems so nice and authentic. And to me, from my recollection, the most public person I can recall who has shared his or her battle with Parkinson's for years, for decades now, and has done it with such grace and really, put himself out there as a role model that you can live with this thing and be okay.
You're right, Rob. He's largely become the face of advocacy, for awareness with Parkinson's, living with it, for family members on how to create a support system. And so that's just given America one more reason to love him. I think we loved him as a child actor and, young adult actor. And then being as talented as he is, you see a glimpse of his personal life because of being affected with the disease, and he just seems like such a nice guy. I mean, just like the kind of you want to have over your house for dinner. He just seems like that person.
And all this year, still going strong. And again, sharing his story. So can't wait to see that.
Yes, and we're going to stay at the movies, folks, for the next story we've got for you, where it seems that nostalgia for a couple of plumbers helped create a box office powerhouse.
The Super Mario Brothers movie smashed records with a massive opening weekend. The $377 million worldwide haul broke the launch record for an animated movie previously held by, not surprisingly, Frozen 2. And it also marks the biggest opening of the year so far here in 2023, beating out Marvel's Ant-Man.
Right.
Wow. I mean, I remembered, look, again, dating myself, Family Ties, and after Family Ties, play some Nintendo.
I'm right there with you,
and if you
my
played
friend.
Nintendo, it was Mario Brothers and the cart and the mushrooms and the whole thing. So, but I know adults, grown folks who saw the movie and really loved it. So that's good.
So if you're a fan, go see it.
Yes, enjoy. Well, one of the big benefits to booking an Airbnb or a vacation rental with a kitchen is you can cook your own stuff, save some money. Eating out can be very expensive, but inevitably you overbuy, then you have those leftovers that you really can't or don't want to take back on the plane or back for the trip down the highway.
Right, not practical. And one woman saw that problem as a solution to a more pressing issue. Chad Mills has the story for us from Southwest Florida.
Are you vacationing?
When she's not at her day job, Diane Daniel is wearing a sandwich board, sometimes a colorful wig, on the side of Gulf Boulevard in Indian Rocks Beach.
Sometimes I walk on the beach, which I feel really goofy.
But she's not as crazy as she might look.
Now this car is going really slowly.
She does this to solve a wasteful dilemma that tourists like Monica Leffler have daily.
There's a bin at the pantry.
When Leffler flies here to visit, she stocks her rental with groceries, but a lot of those groceries are never opened and get thrown out when she flies back home.
It kills me, but yeah, we just don't know what to do with it.
So Daniel has a solution. She just launched an effort to educate tourists and rental owners on how they can easily donate unopened food to a local pantry and donate leftover books and beach toys to other visitors.
I decided to put together all the resources of donations, food, books, toys, miscellaneous, under one online resource, vacationdonations.org.
Here's how it works. When you go to her website, you select the item you want to donate. For food, it directs you to a convenient drop-off spot in Indian Rocks Beach, which just so happens to be this box just a block from Gulf Boulevard, a box that's open 24/7. Her idea is brand new, but Daniel hopes that it'll grow, especially in a time where local pantries need more help, more donations to feed more hungry people.
To think about throwing out the amounts of food that people are throwing out when other people literally do not have enough to eat, like there's got to be a way to bring those things together.
Oh man, bravo to her.
Yes. What a wonderful lady. I mean, who thinks to do that?
Right.
But what a great thing too, especially if you're one of those people who hates to waste food. You know, I'm one of those people, like I really try to watch, if I'm going on vacation or something, like only buy so much at the grocery store before I leave so it doesn't spoil.
Yep.
And and when you're on vacation, I mean, you're really stuck because it's not like in your own house where you could freeze it or something.
Yeah, most people chuck it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the week's over, gotta go head home, and they throw out everything they didn't. So it's almost too logical. Like I can't believe no one's doing this before. So we waste the stats on how much food we as Americans waste, whether you're on vacation or home, wherever, is astounding. We waste a ton of food in this country. So every little bit that can go to someone else, the thing you didn't open, or the thing that, please find a way to donate it. Yeah, that really makes a big difference.
Oh, that woman, I mean, who thinks to do that? I just bravo to the creativity and the time, too. I mean, she's obviously given a lot of her time to stand there to create awareness, wearing the sign, and so I'm sure there's much more work that goes on, behind the scenes that our cameras didn't capture, but just fantastic.
Simple but impactful. Thank you to her. All right, time for some popcorn making. Get it out, as we're going to bring you a few quick stories now that are just fun to know. One of our favorite segments here, and our focus today is going to stick with the theme of vacations. Always fun to think about a vacation, especially now the weather's getting better, right? And we start though with what not to do.
That's right. Here's a biggie, folks. Do not work on your vacation.
Amen.
Checking email, touching base through text messaging, those things make it more likely you're going to remember less from your trip. I didn't know that, and I'm totally guilty of that.
I find it impossible not to check email, no matter where I am. And it's horrible, but we're all guilty of it. Yep, that's so much easier said than done, because we all have a computer in our pocket, right? Well, also fun to know that research shows that just the planning and the preparation for a vacation helps reduce stress. They say the anticipation of that time away from the daily grind actually does produce happiness. So that's a perfect excuse to start plotting your next trip now. See, that's one of the secrets of life. And I believe this, especially as you get older or you're retired, you gotta have something to look forward to. It can't just be the daily grind, get up, make the coffee, go to work, do the thing, come home, cook the dinner. You gotta be like, in a month we're going to Paris, we're going to the beach, or we're doing a staycation. You gotta have that thing.
Something to anticipate. You're right. You're right. It does. No, I agree. Something to look forward to is always a really great thing. I remember feeling like that as a child, and then even as an adult. I get excited when I look at the calendar and, this month I've got this, next month I'm going here. Yeah, it does. It kind of just gives you a little life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And speaking of trips, maybe you're taking a trip to the Magic Kingdom this summer. There's a chance, right? Well, here's a fun little fact for you. You'll never be more than 30 steps away from a trash can in the park. That is because Walt Disney watched how many steps people were taking, carrying their trash around before they would litter. And since he wanted to keep his park pristine, he placed trash cans all around so that nothing is thrown on the ground.
All those trash cans financed by your $20 hot dog. Just saying. Great place, go visit, but it ain't cheap. We all know,
Save up now. Start saving now, folks, if you're going to go there this summer.
Exactly.